It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I started prayer in October.
Yes, so if you go down, there's going to be a keys on the snack bar right here, and then go down the hallway and it'll be the left.
Mixed it all in
Yeah.
water together and did that every day until she became alive, and now there she is. I made her little baby this morning. This is like someone that was coming to the class asked for my sourdough as well, but she's not coming out. But so yeah.
Don't be a child.
Yeah. Go back. Yeah, so Sage, if you want to start her, that's already ready. And try your skills. Everybody's really late.
Okay, for 2 minutes right now. 2 people said they'll be up shortly. There's waiting on it.
You were
No, I'm surprised.
And then there's snacks and stuff, so feel free to get snacks. Don't be hesitant. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I have some waters and sodas and stuff. Big marketplace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an antique. Hi, how are you?
Did you paint it gold?
Yeah. No, I got it like that. Yeah, it was like $195. Stop. It is an antique.
That's a great one.
Oh, it was the key on the snack bar. Yeah. Do you see right there? That has like a pink ramen. Go one more to the blue snack bar. It has like a pink ramen. Yeah. So you guys were the two Raphael, right?
Yes.
And then what was your name? Jennifer. Jennifer. Are you with Richard?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
So it's Jennifer and Lorena.
Jennifer and Lorena are coming? Wait.
Yeah, she's just downstairs.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I'm not sure. Say what is behind this cat painting? Did the lady who make it, is that her cat?
I don't know which one. Yeah, but it's her cat Luna.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also just a cute thing because this isn't her in the sit, but she does have a black cat named Luna.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is Miss Julia Lee. That's her art, and all the art on the walls are for sale. Yeah, they're little scan to pay. Yeah, that's for sale. And then this
Oh,
is
damn it,
another
oh.
artist. This is Cass. And then yeah, there was an art exhibit yesterday. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw that going on.
Other than like crazy.
Oh good, I just texted you, I'm like, sorry. Did you want anything to drink? I have red wine, champagnes, white wine, rosé. I also have just like a non-alcoholic tea, and I have water.
I'll take some red wine.
Some red wine? Oh yeah, we have snacks, everything, so you can have as many snacks as you want too.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, please do some snacks in my
Well, there's like tea, water.
Tea's really good. Tea?
Yeah, it's from Bushland Boba. It's like a lemon ginger tea. I'll get it for you. Pour these nuts on this thing. I'm like, I don't think do that.
It's a tea, huh?
Yeah, it's a tea. So it's like a lemon ginger tea, but it's iced tea.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Bushland Boba? It's like off State College.
No.
Oh, they're like one of the. They do these little party ones, so I love them.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and it's good tea.
Can I have some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been drinking nothing but energy drinks all day.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. So,
I could not. I would be like, you'd all be scared of me. That's okay, I have a Cabernet Sauvignon. Sorry, I'm running so tiny. And I have another Cabernet Sauvignon. And then Cabernet Sauvignon. Those are all the red ones. No.
yeah, I'm just trying to.
Some shots of
You can go ahead and take a seat and I'll bring it to you.
Oh, yeah. Have some footage of you later doing stuff.
For sure.
Oh. Want me to go down there?
Oh, it's good.
Like a GoPro?
I think we need to put a
It's like
chair.
GoPro.
You want more chair?
Yeah.
I think so.
You guys all sit here. You sure? Yeah. There's 3 of you, right?
No, just
So
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead.
like AI GoPro. I don't know, it's like.
And then she has one. Okay, one more chair. I'll grab one.
There's someone at back.
Put everything together.
No, they have she has another desk with her.
It's really good, yeah.
Grab the chair.
No, aesthetically, it's not gonna go.
It's like, not like.
So it matters.
I call it AI.
There you go.
Yeah. And they'll do like.
Okay, I think when this one usually like
Yeah, I think so.
I'll show you one. I know what you mean. It's just like the pool gets bigger and it's hard to drain and put new water in.
I love the pink apron.
Thank you.
Very cool.
It's still not.
We love
Still
pink
very
around here.
productive. It's still very
Right?
where it's happy go. Now it's getting.
Okay, we'll wait like a couple minutes for your friends to arrive and then get started. Yeah? Okay. Okay, well, welcome guys to my very first.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Really
Are you saying, are you doing the starter
excited.
class?
Sourdough
Okay, are you
every
good?
day actually. A little brief introduction. My name is Alandria. I just started making okay. I always bake and cook and make sweets and stuff like that. But I one day just hopped on the sourdough train and so I kind of tried this out and kind of went crazy after that. And now I literally have like a micro bakery business running out of my house and make so many loaves a day. I make bagels, sourdough cookies, sourdough cinnamon rolls, almost anything. And I'll teach you guys when there's a sourdough Discord that you can make almost anything. Okay, little backstory. A year ago, literally today, I was in fight camp for my last professional MMA fight. I'm now retired as of now. I don't know
My little trinket collection.
what direction I'm gonna go, but I spent out vaccinating back my guys. Now I'm ready to celebrate.
Oh, you're good. You guys figure?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, no.
So, the first thing I want to start with you guys is making your own starter. However, the thing with sourdough is like all about time. It takes so much time. Okay? So before we get started, I'm going to start a loaf showing you guys because I want to show you step by step on how to do everything. Once I start this loaf, we're gonna put it off to the side and wait 30 minutes before we like pick it back up again. So in the meantime, we'll do our starters. Okay, so I feel like I'm kind of jumping around, but just bear with me and we'll get back to it a little bit. I just want to like get this started. So first let me introduce my sidekick, Sheila. This is Sheila. She is doing really good. This is actually a race because I needed something way bigger because I make like 10 to 12 loaves a day and the little jars wasn't fun anymore. So I found a vase in my house and I've been using this. But okay. And also, okay, wait. First, I'm gonna tell you, if you feel intimidated with sourdough, you probably see a lot online, Instagram, TikTok, and people putting into your loaves and failing over and over. Their sourdough getting moldy and things like this. Like, let all that go and just have fun. Because it's, I promise you, like, it's not that serious. I mean, literally, mine's in a vase, you know? Like, with the scrunchie that I cut the inside so I can wrap it around and measure it. Like, it's really not that serious and have fun, okay? Okay, so this is my starter, which after you mix your flour and water, and she came active, I think it took like 12 days before she became able to bake with. So, that's what I'm starting with, which we're going to make use, but it's going to start this way. So, I do recommend buying a scale because it makes everything, weighing in grams makes everything so much easier in measuring cups, and so you don't mess up a lot of, sourdough's really sticky and really hard to clean up, so it's better to just measure and have a scale always. So I'm going to get my scale. I recommend getting clear bowls so that when you can see all the way around, everything to see if your loaf is like ready to be baked because of all the bubbles, and that's how it will kind of have like an indication that it's ready. So putting my bowl on here, zeroing it out, and now I'm gonna use Sheila. I fed her this morning at like 6 a.m. Typically the peak is like 5 to 6 hours. However, my best loaves that I make, I feed her before I go to bed, and I use her in the morning. Okay, so when you feed her, that's when she like rises and gets big, right? So what I have seen that when I feed her at night and go to bed and use her in the morning, then when I use my starter and add my flour and water, it's like you're feeding her again, and that's when she like rises in the oven and like grows and gets bigger, you know? You can use it at 5 to 6 hours, like I said, fed her this morning. Okay, so I'm going to use 100 grams. And everything, like all the measurements, everything is on these figures that I've given you guys. So like, don't think you have to remember everything right away. 100 grams. If it's like 104, 105, it's totally fine. Sometimes it can be like 130, and I'll use it anyway. So that part isn't that serious. Just try to get like 100 grams. 100. I'm gonna zero out the scale now. And this is when you're gonna mix some water. So the measurement for water is 350. The water part I do take very serious, so you don't want the hydration to be too much. So I do try to make sure I get it right at 350.
So it's kind of like a science.
Yeah, kind of. Like literally, Sheila is alive. Your starter will be alive. It's like wild, active yeast that is really alive. It's your new pet now. So, okay, so I'm gonna take this. I do recommend getting this from Amazon anywhere. It makes it really easy blending it through, mixing it all up. I don't know. Sourdough mixer. milky water. And you will see a lot of bubbles. And that's a good sign. What is it?
It's a bread whisk.
Bread whisk.
Or dough whisk.
Dough whisk, that makes sense. So, can you guys see, like, any of the bubbles? It will get bubbly, because you can pass this around too, like, so you can see what the apple starter looks like and how bubbly it is. So just mixing it good. It should, like, just very slow. And there are other stages. So I used to do like an auto wheat stage when I first started making sourdough. However, that took way too long. This is like a very, I was like wasting time. This method works just as good, even better, honestly. So yeah, your sourdough, your starter water, mix it until it's bubbly, and then clear out your scale, and you're gonna add your salt. I add the salt before I add the flour, and then I mix it again, and then add the flour so that everything kind of, yes?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Does the type of salt you use matter?
Okay, so I use Celtic sea salt. I recommend getting like a better brand of salt versus like table salt. But any salt, like Trader Joe's has like a big thing like sea salt from $1.99. I used that many times before I started the Celtic. Yeah, I just recommend like any good sea salt. Yeah. Yeah, not too thick, but not too fine either. But kind of just like
It's not too thick.
yeah. So this one, I don't know if you can see, it's not that fine, but it's not that coarse either, you know? Just kind of like in the middle. But really, I feel like any salt would work. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get 10 grams of salt. Like I said, I do it before I mix the flour. And mix it all up so that the salt kind of dissolves in the water before adding the flour to it.
Does it get baked for it? When you say it's milky and stuff?
It'll be like literally kind of like 2% milk. How it's like super thin, but still like milky white, like that. It's kind of like the.
So it's not supposed to be like thicker.
Yeah. And the starter will like mix very well and like just kind of evaporate into like
And then it just kind of soaks up, like kind of like gold and stuff, right?
yeah. Okay, now this is very important. So all of your flour of your starter is all-purpose unbleached flour. Okay. So from here on out, this starter that you're working with needs all-purpose unbleached flour. Whatever you start your starter with, that's what you have to continue with forever. So it could be, any brand. What I really use at home is like a big 25-pound of the King Arthur flour. That's my favorite. I just got this one today, so I have to lug that whole thing around, you know? Which this flour, I think it's like almost $4 for this one at Trader Joe's.
And there's like different flours and stuff.
Yeah, there's so many. I've honestly never used bread flour before. I think that you can. It's just the same. I just always have started it. Yeah. So all-purpose unbleached flour, and I'm going to use 500 grams.
You're measuring it now.
Yeah. So it's on the scale right now. Measuring it out. Like I said, I feel like this is coming backwards, but I just wanted to get this started so that we can put this off to the side and then start things. Because like I said, sourdough is all about time. Okay, so now once I have the flour, everything is mixed. This is all that you're going to need. You're not going to need any more ingredients for your loaf. And you're just going to use this. Lightly mix it. And honestly, I'm going to pass this around and you guys just like see how it looks like. Okay? And don't worry, I'm not using this loaf for anything. I'm going to throw it away after this. So like if it's unsanitary, it doesn't even matter. So mix it up. it does get it does get to a point where we will use our hands to make sure that all the flour is like incorporating in the dough and there's no like dry pockets anywhere. I'm gonna give everybody a glove because once it gets to that part, I want you to like really just use your hand and just like mix it together. Yeah, kind of. And I never use gloves when I'm doing this at home, but this part is the messiest part of doing any mixing, and I just feel like this is easier right now than.
I like the way you sound. I don't like the sensation of touching that.
So, yeah.
Do we need to put on the gloves right now? Or?
Yeah, put it on now, because after I take off the little whisk thing, I'm gonna have you guys, I'll show you.
We're just getting the feel of the texture.
Yeah, of just like, it does get to a point where you're like, there's no way all this flour is gonna like,
Yeah, because it's
make
still on the
sense.
outer ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so right now,
Very
yeah, and I usually use a bigger bowl, and especially because I'm doing like 4 or 5 loaves at a time. Okay, hang on, we're gonna, okay. Actually, just keep it. Keep going, and then once it gets all the way, we'll do the second part. So as you can see, like, you can feel like, I can do this all day with this whisk, and it's never gonna like mix all the way, right?
So they're trying to mix these up all the time.
Yeah, so we're going to,
Add more water.
no more. You don't add any more ingredients, you're gonna mess up the ratios and add too much hydration or too much flour, and then it's not gonna, right, yeah. So,
What you do is enough, then, or you just have to whisk it.
so now that you've whisked it and you got to a point where you're like, okay, I can no longer use this tool. One, I like scrape this off completely, get as much off.
When they started out.
This is very difficult to clean. I never clean it perfectly. I always get as much as I can, and then.
Would you soak it and all?
Okay, so one thing that's really important, once this dries like this, it's gonna turn into cement, basically, okay? So you never wanna rinse this down your drain at all. If, I have like a little metal, like, mesh drain thing in mine, and when you're rinsing anything off with sourdough, you only use cold water, okay? Hot water might be like, oh, it's gonna like melt it away and all that, but like it will mess up your drain, yeah, and it'll be so bad. So you only use cold water, and it really does work too. However, letting it just sit, this gets a little tricky because it has these little like things in it, but like this bowl, after I take this out, whatever's on the side that we don't use, I just set it on the counter overnight, and when you wake up in the morning, it'll just like fall off. Yeah, it'll be like dust almost. It'll be so easy to clean that you can just discard it in the trash, and then that's it. Nothing has to go down the drain, or you'll have to call a plumber. So, okay, so now this part, we used the whisk, and we got as far as we could with that, and we're gonna like little claw hand, just like mixing it together. Like I said, I've never used like gloves during this part, but
Could get super sticky. And
so yeah, so just like that, you're just gonna take it, mix it, just try to like incorporate it so there's no flour pockets. So I'm just gonna pass that around.
You know, right?
Did you put anything on your hand, oil or anything when you're doing it without the glove, or did you
So at this stage, no, but we will get to there when like we do start our folds. It is best to get your hand wet and do your folds, and it'll like somehow not stick to your hand as much as it does, yeah. So
Or spray pan on your hand.
oh, I've never tried that.
Never tried what?
Spraying.
Pan on your hand.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, is it good to mix like oil and stuff into it, or?
Well, for most breads you're gonna add.
So with sourdough, I've only added flour, starter, salt, and water. Unless I'm adding jalapeno cheddar, chocolate chip, all that. But as far as like just making a regular plain loaf, like that's literally it. Technically 3 ingredients because your starter is flour and water already. So starter, flour, water, salt. So So crazy, but yeah, sourdough is the ingredient.
How many can you make on store with this? Let's go. With this.
You can take off your gloves and I'll come around and throw them in the trash. What can you, how much what?
How many what's called like loaf of bread can you make from one?
So this measurements of what I've given or started with is 1 loaf of bread.
One loaf of bread, okay. I thought you could make like maybe 2.
No, not with this one.
And it's a pretty good size loaf and all that.
Yeah, I'll show you guys. I made some to, not only to take home, but at the end, everybody can try. I made a few different flavors, so. And I'll show you the sizes.
If you're not using a glove and you're using your bare hands and you don't wanna rinse it into the sink, how do you clean your hand after?
So what I do is I
Over a
would
trash
take my
can.
other hand, take my other hand and go like this over the trash can and like literally,
It
rub
dries
my
up
hands
in itself.
together,
You
yeah.
just don't want anything down in your drain, or as little bit as possible.
Yeah, so like I said, if you get one of those like mesh drain things, like it's so tiny and small, like the little holes that whatever if I do rinse off does catch it, and then I immediately pick it up and dump it in the trash, or else it will get hard and stick to it, and then it's like
Kind of like
There
a cheesecloth to wash over or something, right? To catch it before it's drained.
yeah, kind of, yeah,
Thank you.
Cheesecloth and.
yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I thought I was going to use a cheap cloth.
I think,
That's
be
it.
careful about tossing in the trash, just because you're delicate doesn't mean it's not wrong.
Yeah.
You hear those nightmare stories about big giant bakeries tossing the bad dough in the trash can, you see it just exploding.
Oh my gosh.
That happens.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but they can.
Huh.
So yeah, so now you can kind of feel, you feel how it's like so shaggy too. Like if you pick it up, like it's gonna come apart. You know what I mean? It's not like elastically yet. It's just very. That's normal, okay? So this is just the mixing process, starting your loaf.
Like,
And that's why I don't really recommend using gloves either, because like, it's just so much waste, you know, and it adds up.
And also, okay, so this is gonna sound really.
Okay, so remember the texture and how it is now?
No, we don't know what it is. People that big.
So now, we mix it up, everything is incorporated together.
And there's people
We're
that
going
big.
to
Smoking free packs.
put on like a little bonnet over her. You can use a towel. I mean, I do recommend like getting these because they do just make things easier, especially when like you're loading more than one in the fridge. Towels can become like bulky, even kitchen towels. It just takes up a lot of room. And this, you know, it's covered. There's no like holes, any flies, anything sitting on it. So now we just cover like this. And actually, could you set a timer for 30 minutes? Okay. So we're setting our time for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna come back to this one. Okay. Now
I used to know.
we'll get started on your start. I believe Amazon, she got me for Christmas, was it?
Amazon.
Yeah. Amazon, they have so much fun things for sourdough. Yeah, they have them.
So you come with your bowl?
No. These were just like regular,
You can just put sourdough bread bowl covers in Amazon.
Yeah.
Quick ones pop up, and even actually I think I might have got those ones on like Shein or Temu.
Oh.
Those are $5.
and they do come in all sizes. Like you see, this one's like super big for big bowls. This one's like tiny, like the ones you guys have for your jars. They're so they have like all different sizes. Okay, so now the fun part. So you are going to have your own starter now. You would now have a pet. Oh, I was like, what is that? Okay, yeah. Okay, so whether you like it or not, you now have a new pet. I did put little name tags on there if you guys want to name her. There's a couple Sharpies like on like the runner part. You don't have to share, but yeah, pick a fun name. Like I said, mine's name is Sheila. I don't know why. I've seen so many fun ones like using dough, like I can't think of one there, but yeah. Dolene, exactly. Things like that. Anything funny. So you don't have to. It's just a really big thing in the sourdough culture of naming your starter because it's a pet. You literally have a pet now. You have to feed this thing every single day or it'll die unless you put it in the fridge. But so it's like your like Tamagotchis.
Take care of them.
Yeah. What did you do?
I love it.
There you go, please.
And if you want to put them on your jars, leave them on there. Not, I mean, really, you don't have to. It's just fun.
The leg's already up there.
You put it on the jar.
You can put it on the jar because we will remove the lid, so you guys can keep the lid so that if you aren't using it or baking it or try to feed her every day, have it baked in a week, and you want to store in the fridge, then you just put the lid on tight, put her in the fridge, and the fridge is like a pause button. You can put her in there and not touch her for a year, literally, and take her out. Like once your starter becomes active, it's alive forever.
So you can just keep the starter just.
Yeah, you literally just store her in the fridge. When you're ready to use her again, you'll take it out, let her get room temperature, and then you'll dump out half and feed her.
Have a good day.
I know, sounds good, baby. When you don't feed her, she will die.
You can only put her in the freezer when she's ready?
Yes, and fridge, not freezer.
Yeah, what are
So, yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. I don't know, yeah, probably not thaw out properly.
Yeah. We'll sell the position slower. That like
Okay, when you guys are ready, let me know. You can take off the lids. And let's start by putting the flour in the jar. So right now, this is a half a cup of flour and 1/4 cup of water. This is like truly the only time I would ever measure anything when it comes to feeding my starter.
So when you say it's 3
I'll get to it.
Add more flour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because yeast we
Yeah. So yeah, the flour is the food. However,
And
you
this is
will do
flour.
a process. What?
This is flour.
Yeah.
So you have more flour and then that's like.
more flour, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Think of flour as starches, it's sugars. They must break it down and turn it into alcohol. That's the rise yeast that you get.
Okay.
But bread yeast, natural yeast, will die before it gets to alcohol. You want champagne yeast, but it doesn't.
I'm learning for sure.
Okay, now you can dump in your water, take your little silicone mixer, and start mixing. And you want, okay, the one thing of why I don't do measurements when I feed Sheila every day is because it's not about the measurements, it's about the consistency. You want like a nice thick pancake batter. Nothing runny, nothing liquid, because then she will eat it up so much faster, and that's kind of how you know when she's hungry. It'll be so thick, and then it's gonna turn into like truly like liquid. Like when you pour her out, if it's been like 18 hours, 19 hours, you're like, oh wow, she's really hungry. It'll just like be thin. Okay, let me get you
Mine's a little, yeah.
Or I'm gonna die.
Supposed to be
about pancake batter?
I'm going to come and give you guys some more water, but don't put like,
All of it.
yeah, just do like a little at a time until it's like,
I didn't thought.
has everybody made pancakes before?
Yeah.
Like a nice,
I
good,
genuinely
thick, oh, sorry.
Okay, so it's not like bread and all.
and that I
Well,
I had some sickness and I was trying to.
You want it to be, hang on.
Okay.
I'll show you guys.
I mean, I can roll mine into a ball, so that's not like.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you over mix this?
No, no,
I never told them.
not at this point.
use the electric mixer, yes.
Yeah, I see some people, I have a KitchenAid, I don't use my KitchenAid.
If you go for too much air into the,
However, actually, look, it's tiny. I'm gonna mix one up really fast right now and show you guys.
Mine's pretty dry. Oh, you already did it? Oh.
I like my pancakes chunky. What'd you say?
Good.
Alright.
Good?
I'm gonna mix this one up and pass it around and show you guys like the true consistency of what you need. And sometimes like, I find it better that she becomes more bubbly, more ready when like, it's the thicker rather than the thinner. I would rather have more flour than more water.
You could add
Then you just have to add more flour, then you become just like a heat of flour. Okay, so you can pass this around, and like it should be like this nice, like consistency.
And if it's not like, stuff like yours, do we add more water?
So if it's too like dry, yeah, add some more water. If it's too, I can see, Kenny, you need a little more water.
Just a little bit, not the whole thing, right?
I'm gonna come check your latest too.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, perfect. Not really like that. Yeah, a little more water. Just a little more. Yeah, perfect.
I'm so far behind.
Honestly, good. Perfect. Yeah.
Hey guys.
So why are you eating?
That's my friend. This is Noah.
This son.
He's Sonic. Bye. You too.
I'm from Mexico.
Can we get red?
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks so much.
That's not. Oh, my bad.
Do you want anything too?
I'll have the champagne with a little
Little OJ?
It's okay. The lumpy, like, it's not gonna,
I know, that's why I was like, I don't know if I can down here.
That one is the truth.
Thank you so much.
it will be comfy. Like I said, you do want it like more floury than more watery. And now, as far as the rubber band, you can go ahead and put it on your jar so you have it when it's time. However, your starter isn't active right now, so it's not gonna double in size and like show anything. But like, just go ahead and put it on there just so you do have it, you know? And you'll just kind of like put it, it's for like measuring. Like this morning, this one was like here. And I fed her, and obviously you can see she is like triple in size from what this morning was. And I'm gonna pass this around too, so you'll see like when your starter Wait, I'm gonna have myself.
I literally
Okay.
have ADHD so bad I'm not gonna remember anything that you talk
No, that's
about.
why everything is on the paper too, so like, even if you don't have any, and I put my card there, my Instagram and my phone number, you guys have questions, literally text me, I will answer you and tell you anything. Okay, so now, once your starter is ready, put your rubber band on and put on your bonnet. So when she's sitting on the camera, on the counter, you always put the cloth on it. You don't put the lid. She needs like airflow, but not.
Right, I see this can and
Flies away.
Yeah. Yeah, because like technically it's like just leave it like uncovered, but like the cover is just like for cleaning.
Is there a reason why you've chosen to use flour and not using
Like
a
the
overcooked
packet.
yeast? Yeah.
So with the process of like us hearing itself is like actually becoming like a probiotic and good. It's like this, like sourdough bread in general, people think like, oh, can't eat bread is like makes you fat, bread like is not good for you. Sourdough bread is actually really nutritious and good for you. It, during like the bulk fermentation of the slow process, turns into the wild yeast and that becomes like a gut, like a good gut food. It's good for your digestive, it's good,
Microbiome, is that the word you're looking for?
no, I don't think so. It breaks down it starts with a G, the
I think I've seen the physics.
yeah, it breaks down back down to like, it really becomes like a gut health food. Like, it's not that good. It's actually really good for you, yeah.
So then we just let it sit and so it's done.
Okay, so now you have your starter. You have started your starter. What you're gonna do from here on,
I'd use it. That's how the in my job.
which I have everything written on this paper, so that if you like forget and you need to go back and look, you'll be able to, okay? But what you'll do, tomorrow, you'll wake up and you'll do the same thing. Okay, well let me back up, okay? So, it's morning time to feed Sheila, okay? This is exactly how I would do it. Could you hold this for me? I would, here, I'm gonna dump out half. And it doesn't have to be precisely like half. You just need to dump her out. And now once your starter becomes active, you can keep it on the side and like, that's when you can make sourdough discard recipes with her and you don't have to trash it. However, every day it goes up so fast and like, at one point I had like so many mason jars filled with discard. So it just got to a point where I'm just throw it in the trash. And it really does feel like a waste, but if you're not gonna use it, there's really nothing you can do with it. But if you look online, there's so many sourdough discard recipes. Like I've made Cheez-Its, I've made crackers, you can make you can almost add it to anything and make anything with it. Okay, so I dumped out half a Sheila, okay? That's what you're gonna do every day. Like tomorrow, when you wake up to feed them, you're gonna dump out half and add that. Here's the thing, okay? So if you dump out half and there's half a cup left, let's just say, okay? You want to put a half cup back. You can put 4 cups back, you can put 2 cups, but it has to be the amount that's in there at least. Then you could do, like say like, oh, I need to make 5 loaves today, so I'm not gonna put that, I'll probably fill it up to like here, you know? I will add multiple, but it just needs to be what is there. Does that make sense? You just eyeball it. Like this looks like a cup to me. Okay, so I'm gonna add at least that much flour back into here. And like this is what I'm saying, like it's so unserious. Like if it's like, oh my gosh, is it half a cup? It's just 3/4 of a cup. Like I don't know. It's not like you're taking it way too far, and like you're not gonna have fun. It's so like
So they like to be mistreated.
Yeah, like, do you have succulents? Like, the less you care about them, the better they are, you know?
I can do that.
And, like, it truly is, like, I don't know how much was in there, but, okay, I'm
I
just
was
gonna
like
put
taking
that much
a selfie
because
in the mirror and I was in like solid
that's
black and I
how
saw
much it
was
looks like,
like-
okay? Also, important fact is you wanna use room temperature filtered water. You don't have to go get bottled waters, you don't have to do that, like, if you have a filter on your sink, that's what I have. I'll like put it in a cup, let it sit there for 20 minutes, and then use it.
Don't use cold water.
No, you want it best to use room temperature. So, yeah. So, I just dumped that out, added flour, added my water. Now I'm gonna get a nice consistency and make sure all the flour is like incorporated, mixed together, and that's it. I'll pass this around, and like, that's it. Then you feather, and then now you put the blender back on, put it on the counter, and go throughout your day, and come back the next day.
Oh, it's a salad.
Okay, so, right now, your starters are not active, okay? It took Sheila, I think, like, the 12th day before she came active. When I woke up and was like, oh, I think she's active. And how you find out is you do a thing called a float test. You're gonna get a cup of water, just a normal cup or a bowl, anything that's like elevated so you can see if it floats or sinks or anything. And you're gonna just take like a little teaspoon and add it on top of the water. If it sinks, it's not ready. It needs to be half in the water and like half on top. Like you need to be able to like touch it on top but like still see it in the water as well. And that's when your starter is officially ready to start baking with. And like I said, mine took 12 days. At like day 10, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like this is crazy. Because on the paper you'll see, on day 3, you're gonna start feeding her every 12 hours. So feed her when you wake up and then when you go to bed. And that's like, so first, yes.
Day 3 of it being active?
No. So like on Tuesday. So starting on Tuesday, you're gonna feed it 2 times. You just do this until it gets active, then you never have to feed her 2 times again. It'll just go back to 1 time a day. And this might seem like, oh, what did I sign up for? Like this is way too much. But you just gotta get through the phase of it becoming active and it's ready. And
So when we feed her twice a day, do we do the whole thing where we dump out?
yeah, every time, every feed, you dump out half and add back. Every single time. You're gonna do that every time. And like I said, you can't use your discard until it's active. It's not discard right now. It's just like on its way to becoming
And then
alive.
once it's active, just once a day.
Yeah, and then once it's active, once a day, and then also you can use that you dumped out for recipes if you wanted to. So day 3, you're gonna feed twice a day. Yes.
So after the starter becomes active and it's ready to use, when I discard, can I combine the discard from one day with the discard from one day?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I have a jar in my fridge, and when I'm like, oh, I do want to make some sourdough discard recipes, and I need a bunch, so yeah, put that day I wake up, put it in the jar, put that jar in the fridge, take it out, add the next discard, put it back in the fridge, and then go from there. So yeah, you could add 14 days of discard if you want. There's not like but put it in the fridge. So just dump it out, put it in the fridge, dump it out, put it in the fridge. So yes, you can mix that together. You can't mix the discard back with the active starter though. So just know that. Yeah. So.
Does it create a new starter for someone else?
Okay, so fun fact, all you need is like 1 teaspoon of active starter, and now like you can have, yeah, so once your starter is active, you dump out, if you dumped out that discard in another jar, fed it, now you have another one, did it again, now you have another one, did it again, you can have like a new one every single day. Like I said, this is Sheila's newest baby from this morning. And yeah, I just literally this morning when I went to feed her, put the discard in here, put flour and water, and I only did it to about here, and you could see. You can see, that's how you know, like all the bubbles all around. I pass this around, right?
Directly down, and it goes.
Okay, check it out, look at all the bubbles around. You can visibly see that, oh, this is like bubbly and gassy and has become a lot. So yeah, one time I had so many recipe or orders that I had to do like after like last week, and I used like almost all the Sheila okay, and I was like it was less than a teaspoon left in there, and I'm like, crap, like what's gonna happen? Feather was fine. Like it's really crazy. Once like she's alive, it's alive. And the one thing about doing this is as long as there's no mold, just keep going, okay? Just keep going. Just dump out half, add your flour, add your water. Just keep on doing it. And then at day 3, like I said, you do it twice a day until she becomes active like that. And one morning, like you'll feed her, and it'll be like down here, and you're gonna wake up one day, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be the best day of your life. You know, you're gonna start to get moisture, putting the lid on it and like storing it, like just leaving it there and not feeding her, not coming back to her. A friend of mine literally told me like a couple of days ago, she put the lid on it and put it in her oven. She thought like that would work, and then not like baked it, but just like put it in a dark place. Or she just thought like that she'd have to feed it for a few days, and she did that. No, she opened it, it was completely full of mold. She had to like literally throw her starter away and start over from 0.
The water just exploded to like start all over.
That was not even good. I have fed Sheila like to about like here and didn't realize the like width here is a lot smaller than this. And I did wake up one day and it was like completely
Where it's too big.
So not necessarily like overfeed would be the word, but just like make sure your jar has enough room for her to go. Because like I said, I fed it to here, she's gonna double in size, not thinking about how much larger it was on the bottom than the top, and everything. Yes?
Does different types of flour make different types of dough?
So, not necessarily different types of dough, but so like bread flour, all-purpose flour is gonna make like the same sourdough loaf. People just have like a preference, I guess, of using bread flour. But like I said, we started these with all-purpose unbleached flour, so you have to continue with all-purpose.
Any walnuts anymore?
So
Perfect.
it's not
Walnuts, yes.
bread flour, so it needs.
Perfect. It's not a serious allergy, but you know, the rubber one.
No, I don't know why she just started it.
More than mind tingle.
Yeah, and I was like, yo girl,
I wanna
pause
work.
button in the fridge. That, like, you're like, I'm so tired of feeding you, like, you're getting on my nerves, I don't have time for this.
Yeah,
Put the
yeah.
jar on, make sure it's
Beneficial.
tight,
Yeah.
put it in the fridge, come back in 6 months, like, oh, I want to make some bread. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, put it in the fridge, yeah.
Is it
Another
a
really
knife
cool
for the,
thing
breed?
is that you can dehydrate your sourdough. So I have like a baggie of Sheila in case anything ever goes wrong. I leave it here today and drop this, and now she's gone. You know.
And you don't have camembert?
All you do is lay out parchment paper.
So it's a camembert
Take this,
with blue cheese
just like
or
smooth thin layer on it.
So
Set
it
that
has
over like
the
overnight. It's going to
butteriness of like
dry
a
up.
camembert,
And
but
then you
blue
just like
cheese
crumble it, put it in
and
a
moldy
Ziploc bag.
taste.
Literally forever.
Yeah.
Like I've
Try
seen
it out. I think
videos of
most
people
like
having sourdoughs
Filipinos
since,
or
like,
food will
the
carry
great
it. Yeah.
grandma, right? It's like hundreds of years
Oh,
old
yes.
because like it never
And it
dies.
gets buttery spreads.
Yes, it's dehydrated, and then all you add is flour and water, and you just bring it back to life. Yeah,
He doesn't like blue cheese.
it's really
Some of
nice.
my
Yeah, I literally have known my mom and grandma's house.
I'm so
Now,
corrupt.
they haven't done anything with it yet,
I tried that better part.
Once you try it,
In front of him, so it's,
do you store it like in a cupboard, go to the freezer, or what do you do with
so just like in the cabinet, yeah, put it in a Ziploc bag or like any kind of container that will be completely sealed and closed. Yeah, and then just
I
put
call
it
myself
in
I'm lazy vegetarian.
yeah, the cabinet.
And there's nobody in the
Okay,
house
yeah.
because I'm the one who eat it, so it'll go bad.
So
If we
that's
go
a
out,
starter.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feed her
Almost
tomorrow.
Yep.
Starting on day 3, you're gonna feed her when you wake up,
That
and
was
feed her
good to
before
me.
you go to bed. Okay? And don't give up. Like, it might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, but I promise you it's gonna come alive.
And that's when it gets all over.
Yes, and that's when it's gonna look like this. And then they're like, oh, I think, like, at one point I was like, oh, yay, she's alive. I did the flow test, sank right down to the bottom. Like, no, try again the next day.
Yeah.
So,
And you just gotta sit and just watch it.
you don't even have to sit and watch it, just put it on the counter and then go through all your day. Like, it literally takes a couple minutes.
It looks like
That's it.
it is getting
I'm gonna put it on
There we go.
beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, boy.
Okay. Actually, how much time is left? 6 minutes and 26? Okay. Okay, so,
Go crazy, honestly, I just haven't taken anything else.
you have your starter. What are you gonna do tomorrow when you wake up?
Feed it.
Discard.
Yes.
Show
Dump out
love.
half and feed.
Your new baby.
Yes. And then on day 3, you will
Feed.
feed her twice until she becomes active. Okay? And don't give up. Just like don't give up. Like it will come alive. And like I said, you have my number now. If you guys have any questions at all, literally don't hesitate. Text me, let me know, and I will.
Take pictures, send you the
Yeah,
process.
send me pictures. I'll give you pointers. I'll tell you should try this, try that. Like I know what. Actually, at one point, Karen wasn't like rising that much, and she was doing measurements. She was doing like half cup of water, 1/4 cup, or half cup of flour, 1/4 cup of water. And then I told her like, hey, don't measure, just like eye it and make the consistency. That's what matters. And then what? She rose and doubled in like the next day. Yeah. So
And then, like, let's say I'm just gonna like with the starter, and it's gonna like when you say you pour out half of it, if you want to keep it going, you can always pour it to like another half a cup or half a jar, and then just kind of keep multiplying it, right?
So once it's active, yes.
Once it's
Yeah.
active.
Once it's active, yeah, you can do that, and then you can have literally a baby every day.
Yeah.
And
And then
You're gonna
after
hate
the
your life?
starter's done.
It's gonna be like, I gotta feed her. Like I'll be in bed, like literally almost asleep, and I'm like, crap, I gotta feed her. I'll get up and feed her. Because like I said, I start baking at like 5 in the morning every day with her, and works best for me. I feed her at night. I go to bed at like 9. Let's say I feed her at 8:30. I start cleaning with her at 5. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like so it's technically not in her peak of 5 to 6 hours, but that's when she works the best for me.
Yeah.
And
Honestly.
like when it's like almost hungry. Like don't get me wrong, when I dump her out, like you seen today, like she was still very bubbly, as you could see before we mixed it up. It was very active. But then you feed her and
Gross.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Question.
yeah.
Once my starter is active, I went through all this, test or whatever, she flows, then what do I do with her?
Then you can start having the real fun and baking.
Or if
And-
I'm not baking that day? Do I just like put her in the fridge or?
So I don't, okay, the only time I really recommend putting her in the fridge is when like, okay, when you don't plan on baking like all week, you know? If you're gonna bake the next day, then I would just feed her, put it on the counter, and then come back and use it the next day. If you're not gonna bake for like another week, then yeah, put her in the fridge and then take her out. And like I said, so once you do the fridge method, you paused her, right? Okay, and very important, before you do put her in the fridge, feed her. Feed her, mix her up good, seal it tight, put her in the fridge. Then once you take her out, let her sit on the counter for like 4 to 5 hours, get room temperature, and then you'll dump out half and feed her again. Timer? And let me see. Yeah, I know that this seems like a lot of information, and you're probably like, oh, I can't do this, okay? But I promise you, like, if you can just follow okay. Really, the importance is more than following instructions. It's more of that and understanding why you're doing this. Like, not just like, oh, I fed her, so let me wait 5 hours, then she's active and I'm gonna use her. It's more of like, oh, I did feed her 5 hours ago, but that's crazy. She should be way doubled in size by now, you know? So let it wait 5, 6, 7 hours. So it's more important of like the why, you know? Like when we get back into the loaf, after you let it sit there and poof for 4 hours, sometimes like they poof better in 3 hours because maybe it's warmer in your house that day, or maybe it's colder and now it's gonna take 7 hours. So like the cold does make the fermentation slower. We all live in Southern California. Your starter just on like your counter at home should be perfect temperature.
Like
Yeah.
today is warm, so if it's a warm day, it'll probably ferment faster than.
Yeah, but not necessarily like so much faster. I would say the only time that I really notice a difference is in the winter time, or winter, when it is like colder, but
Not too much of a difference in
yeah, yeah. It just, I don't, yeah, okay. Okay, so, I'm going to give everybody a glove again.
Oh my.
We are going to practice the first, okay, so that's your starter, okay? That's your starter. Once she's active, this is how you make loaves, okay? Does anyone have any more questions about your starter? And like I said, seriously, text me if you have any questions, okay? Like I will answer, I will love to answer you back and help you get her alive, and now you're making your own starters, okay? And yeah, so with your starter, you're gonna wake up and feed her tomorrow. On the 3rd day, you're gonna feed her every 12 hours until, and it doesn't have to be for like, oh my gosh, I gotta get home, it's 12 hours, I gotta feed her. No, if it's 13, okay, like it's fine, you know, like you don't have to be so crazy about it and so, like I said, have fun. Yeah, have fun. Yeah.
Like since you use that flour on school, like we would have to find that brand or just
Any all-purpose unbleached.
Okay.
That's it. So it could be any brand. Like I said, my brand, what I bake with is the King Arthur brand. Really like that one. They sell, not that you guys probably need, but they sell a big 25-pound bag of it at what's it called? Smart Final for $25. $22.99. Not even.
What happens if you switch flours?
I honestly,
like it, if you don't like it.
yeah. So I just was told to like whatever you start your starter with, to just always use that flour. Like I said, the brand doesn't matter, but just like this one's organic. I don't think my King or Arthur is organic, but it is all-purpose unbleached. So just make sure that it's that, you know.
Is there like a different kind of flour that's not called all-purpose bleach on school?
There's bread flour.
Yeah, there's bread flour,
wheat flour.
there's
Okay,
yeah,
so
wheat
don't mix
flour,
those up.
almond flour, there is other flours,
Okay,
but
okay.
just make sure,
When you use one, use the same
Yeah.
one, not like almond then all-purpose bleach
Yeah.
and then white.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
okay.
just continue to use that. Okay, let me,
Thank you.
here's your glove, because now we're gonna practice our first fold.
You want the Mr. Foley too.
And,
Okay.
okay, so, we mix, so your starter is active, okay? Now you're like, yay, I'm gonna make a loaf. You would do those steps that we did at the very beginning. That's why it's like, it kind of feels backwards, but I didn't want to do all that and then do this, and I'm like, alright, let's wait 30 minutes before we do it. So,
Well,
pretend, yeah, exactly. Pretend, we did it now. So, you know, your starter was active, we used 100 grams of it to make a loaf. We mixed it with 350 grams of water, 10 grams of salt, 500 grams of flour, okay? You mixed it, and you set off to the side, and now 30 minutes is up, right? We're gonna take off our thing. I am gonna come around and spray your hands with my water so that you can see the difference of how it's not gonna stay. Okay, and like I said, I'm throwing this away. This is a sample, so it doesn't matter if my hands are clean right now, not clean, whatever. Typically at home, I would wash them. But so, you're going to do a thing called, folds, quarter folds, okay? I have seen other methods. This is how I do it. I'm going to, my hand's wet, I'm going to like scoop the bottom and okay, remember how it was like so shaggy and like all over your hands and all that? You're gonna trip in 30 minutes, just how different it is, okay? So you're gonna scoop it at the bottom. Everyone see? Can you see from right here if it's on the thing? Okay. You're gonna scoop it at the bottom. Try to like get a nice thing. Look at the difference. And then you're gonna pull it up and fold it down, okay? Then you would quarter turn, do it again on this side, pick it up, fold it on top of itself. And then, so now I'm gonna let you guys do it. Typically, you do it until you get around the bowl. Sometimes this is a tiny loaf, it could take 5. When I'm doing my big giant one, sometimes it takes 8 or 9. But like you just wanna do corner turns all the way around the bowl. You don't, so now this is the part, I think somebody asked like, can you over mix it? This is the part where you can over knead it, because right now it's building up gas and it's building its strength. So if you sat here and like did 100 of them, which I know by experience, you are gonna knock out all the gas of it. Your arm and shoulder are gonna hurt, and your loaves are gonna be flat.
Just tell them the story. Tell them the story.
Long story short, somebody told me that when I was learning that when you do your folds, that you do it for 10 minutes. Okay?
No.
10 minutes. So literally I'll be like, oh man, time, alright. Make sure the TV's on or something, I'm gonna be here for a minute. Literally my arms are hurting and all this, and I'm like, babe, step in, I need your help, you gotta fix this. Like literally my husband would be over there doing it for me, and I'm like, it was a whole thing. Then it got to a point where I was like, it's not even fun making bread. Like I literally put Sheila in the fridge because I was like, it takes me 40 minutes just to get through the folds. Like this is crazy, okay? Then one day I was like looking it up. I'm like, I think I was like looking it up. Can I put it in my KitchenAid? Because like this is ridiculous. Like I can't.
Good.
And then it was like, you just do 4 to 6 folds each fold, and I'm like, I called Ashley. I'm like, dude, you're not even gonna believe this.
No, I learned that way too.
I know, because I taught you. And I was like, you're not even gonna believe this? Like, because we would literally FaceTime each other, time to do a fold, okay? And I'm like, geez, how much time is left? Like,
Making bread was really hard back then.
so hard that I was like, this is too much, I can't do it.
Oh, you
So-
do behind it. Lift it once, drop
Yeah.
it, half an hour later,
Yes.
do it again,
So I have seen people where they do pick it up at one
and then
and let it come a bowl and then put it down and then do it again. I just like quarter turn folds. I just like it. This is how I do it.
That's a method.
You can do, yeah, your preference how you want. So yeah, so I'm gonna pass this around. You're gonna practice a fold. Scoop it at the bottom. You wanna pull it up, okay, you wanna pull it up to where it's like, it's not gonna tear. Obviously if I try to raise this higher, it's gonna like tear from it. You don't want that. So just a good like, alright, now that's a fold. Alright, now that's a fold. Yeah. So like I said, when you're doing this yourself, you just do it around the bowl. I want everybody to practice this, so like if it gets 12 folds, it doesn't matter. This is gonna be a trash loaf, it doesn't matter. So, let me spray your hand, just so you can, here, you wanna hold it like over there, I wanna spray you. There you go. I'm just gonna put this here too, so you can spray your hand, get it wet, and then do it. And like,
I did the whole thing.
yeah, so you just want to do, yeah, just a little, and then fold it on top. So, yep, like that. And then you would like quarter turn the ball, fold it on top, fold it on top.
So you're kind of folding over it.
Yeah,
to
so
fill
you
the
just
gas.
like, yeah, fold it
I
on
feel it's
top.
almost ready already.
And then, I'm gonna rinse this off the wash.
This is a lot easier than my job. Where I'm lifting 50 pounds of dough in my hand.
This is
It's
a
not
lot
easy.
easier.
Well, yeah, it's an arm workout.
Yeah, I
Where you're
bet.
lifting 50 pounds of dough.
Oh man, this is just like
Oh,
Yeah,
easy hand.
at home, like when I make like, I have a big bowl and it can hold 6 loaves and I do at a time. And yeah, it'll get like heavy, I'm like, fold it on top. So
It's a
will,
workout.
yeah. The little loaf, it's really hard, I mean very little.
It all
just
depends
use
on how
like-
much you try and make that day and all. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bakery size. And
yeah.
that's
We're not in bakery, yeah, just how many. yeah, pass the water, and then yeah, just practice your little quarter turns. And so like I said, it's literally called like quarter turns, like folds, because you just like do it, turn it, do it,
It's like,
turn it.
you find your own technique that works and stuff, huh? Kind of play with it.
Yeah, but you want to like, you don't want to just like make up your own thing. So,
you learn from everyone else, like different ones,
Yeah.
other ones and all.
Yeah, very good, just like that. So you just like, yeah, lift it up to where you're like, oh, I think it might break. Let me put it on top.
That's
And
a
then
good
add,
explain.
so this is technically fold number one, okay? So we mixed it and we did fold number one.
Oh,
After we do this
I was
fold,
lazy, I
we'll
would grab
set a
it.
timer for 30 minutes and come back and do it again. So you do that
Can you try one
4
of the
times.
CDs?
Yeah.
Which, both of these sheets, the how to bake a loaf is on there as well. And it has step-by-step instructions on how to do this too.
One of them is the starter, and the second one is kind of like making it, mixing it and all, huh?
Yeah, how to make the loaf. So exactly like the process that I did at the beginning, how to do it.
We can, do we leave it on?
Oh, no, you can take it off.
I think we probably.
It's pretty gross.
Jerks this one.
Ooh, I need it.
Got a lot of resistance.
Do you use a
to-
cup trick?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, just secret.
I know. She was seeing me do it earlier and she was like, are you taking water out of that? I'm like,
No.
no, just the one because. There you go, you found the one that's
Oh,
available.
yeah.
That's the only thing that's annoying is finding which one's ready to come
I
out.
know, right? Well,
You
my
can take
friend
off
makes
the
them a lot tighter, so they're like pretty roses. Like,
Oh,
I don't know how
no,
to-
it's
how
too
to
much
do
in
this
there
one.
too
No,
much.
I
I
know.
did that one
Yeah,
time and everybody was
literally,
like,
I thought
trying
I
to
thought the
fart.
same
I
thing.
was
Like,
I
who
would
said
grab the
I'm
whole
gonna
thing
make
and throw it
flour and
in.
water
Yeah, now
every
I'm like,
day
never
until
mind,
it
I almost
becomes.
make it.
From sourdough, right?
Easy
Like-
grab.
Almost that knows.
So you do
Yeah.
the whole roll them up with the cheese, so it's
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
that's what
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how somebody figured this out the first
Right?
time.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so,
I just
like,
do it
this
for,
part
like,
is
every
like
party
very
I have.
simple. Like, it's so easy. Like, literally, I'll be like leaving the house and
That's
I'm
why
like,
you got
hey,
no
the
jam
timer's
here.
gonna go off. I need you
You
to
know
do the
what?
last
I
fold.
bought it.
And like,
So
Tim, who never bakes at all,
Then I'm like
you
with green
know?
nuts and
It's
then
just
honey
like
or jam, you just work so
giving
I
it a
have
little
bit of honey in there. I
stretch
always grab some.
to
Ah,
Do you
build
want
Lord,
to
I am
build, yeah.
fine. I'm all honey
Well, if you
now.
change your
And
mind, I
so
can
like,
ask them.
I'm
this
making
part
meat
is
at
like,
home, so
since you
I'm
have to
all
do
honey
it,
now.
fold it,
Yeah.
then 30 minutes, fold it.
I just
Yeah.
brewed some
4
hibiscus
times.
tea,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
can
Yeah, for like,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
experiment. see
So
how
technically
colors
2.5
Oh.
hours because
Mhm.
once you mix it, you let it rest for 30 minutes. Then you come back after 30 minutes, do the first fold, and you do that 4 times. So like once you start fold number 1, it's gonna be 2 hours because
Yeah,
it's
and meat's
30
easy,
minutes
you
4
just
times.
buy
But
honey,
then the pre-mix, so it's
do
technically
liquids
2.5 hours.
or whatever.
Then
just
you need to make sure
add
like
yeast.
you're at home.
Or
able
either
to do
wild
that,
yeast, you
and
could definitely do
then-
that.
I'll get to that.
Or
Sounds like you have
champagne
your
yeast.
dedicated
For wild
baking
yeast,
day.
you need to be like,
Yeah.
comes with oranges or apples.
Make
Keep
sure
the
it's a
peel
day
there.
that you're at
That
home.
peel, that's
Yeah,
what the,
yeah.
But
yeast
here's
gotta be
the
on.
craziest part is the day that you start is the day you
It
finish.
just sits.
Yeah,
Unlike
so you have to
bread,
start
you have to
it, then
sample
you-
it to
yeah.
see if it's
You
actually going
can't
bake
in.
it right
If you are
there.
using wild
You
yeast,
can't bake it right after.
it is the issue with the cake.
Okay, so any questions about folds?
Yeah, that's a
You
bacteria
can't
can
everyone
win
make
out.
you
I will
over-
forget about it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. You
I
can,
have
yeah.
4
You just wanna
and 2
do
big
it
dogs at home.
Just until you
So
get around the
my-
bowl. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4,
We have
5.
free
Done.
cats.
From here. I
Yeah.
have one.
How does that show?
We have free
on your
cats.
gloves once it's baked?
We don't count the
Are you
outside
able to
cats.
see
We
like,
don't
oh, I
talk about those
overstretched and
cats.
full?
That's when you get little loaves, flat.
Strays and
So
all.
right now, like we're stretching
My
it
dad
because
has
like
9
if you
cats, and they're all
overdo it,
outside.
you're gonna knock
No.
out the
He
gas.
has moved with
and
him
the
to
loaves will be
Illinois
like-
now, so they were
Like
indoor
right now,
cats.
you're building
Yeah,
strength
ours
for it to
are
rise.
indoor
Yeah.
cats.
So-
That's what we
Gas
get strays in the
inside.
back.
Yeah,
And
so-
that's-
And when she's
And
like,
that's when your loaves will be
"That's your cat
like
now."
good size, not
It is.
like
If you overmove, you have to move
little. You know what I
We
mean?
contacted the rescue. Silence.
Okay.
Okay,
Any
no,
questions about that?
I tried the other day with some dogs I found in Garden Grove, and they were like,
Yeah.
well, if you can get
Okay.
them under
So,
control, then we'll come pick them up.
I'm
And
going
like,
to
"They're
actually
tiny."
set another 30 minute
Those are
timer just in
dogs.
case if like whatever.
Yeah, they
So
don't care as much.
Yeah.
as
so then
you
you're like,
expect them
okay,
to.
first fold done.
Well, thank you.
30 more minutes coming soon. Okay. So now let's pretend that it's you did the last fold. Okay, that was the last fold that we did.
We did step 2, not wrong, step 3, right?
So yeah, so you did fold number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're like, yay, folds are done. Now I can leave the house if I want to.
Yeah.
And you cover her up, put her on the counter, And then now this part. This is like the fermentation part that could take 3 hours, could take 4 hours, could take 5 hours. This is just where it's best to know what you're looking for. And that's what I was saying, like to know why you're doing this. Not like, timer 4 hours, okay, when I come back in 4 hours, she's gonna be ready and I'm gonna shape her. It doesn't work like that. She's on her own time, seriously, okay? That's the thing with sourdough, it's just time. Like time for everything. So, we did our 4th fold. We let her sit on the counter. It's been, let's say, 4 hours, okay? Actually, what time is it? 3? I really did do the last fold on her at 10 a.m. or like 9:30, okay? So she's been sitting there for all this time, okay? So let's see what she looks like. Signs, what we're looking for. Oh yeah. So as you can see, this is 1 loaf, okay? This is 1 loaf. This is 1 loaf. You can see she doubled in size, right? Totally. Okay? Doubled in size, yeah, not shaggy, not like, okay? Signs you're looking for. Why I recommend a clear bowl. You see all the bubbles? You can see, just like how you see in your like active starter, all the bubbles under there. So, okay, that's a good sign. You're like, yay, okay, good sign. Because as you can see, the one that we just did a fold, no bubbles. Nothing. No bubbles there, okay? So, also, ooh, when I wiggle her, is it like Jell-O? We can pass this around. Wiggle her, Jell-O, these are good signs. Bubbles are even better signs. Like you will start to see, I see a few. Okay, also another test, can I see that water? You would get your hand wet, push it down, and see what happens. Honestly, she might be overpooped, okay? You can see how I put my finger in it and it didn't rise back up. If it wasn't ready, it would have rose up so fast immediately that like you couldn't even see like my finger was indented in there. When it's like the perfect, like a slow, nice comeback, this, I mean like I said, this is only for presentation to show you guys how to do this. So like, if she's overcooked right now, it doesn't really matter. But pass it around, feel how jiggly, wiggly, how she is, okay?
If she's overcooked, does that mean?
Not necessarily. I still bake with it if like I was out all day and I like couldn't get back home, you know what I mean? I still will. You might see a slight difference in the loaf and the size and the rising. More importantly, what you will notice more is when you cut it, if there's like so many holes, if there's like big giant holes, it's like this one, she would bake and be completely fine. If it was like, if I came home not till like 8 p.m. and I was like, crap, now I gotta shake her, like, it might be like done for, you know? So it's,
That's why you have a cooking book so you can kind of watch it.
yeah.
She needs to look kind of dry.
Yeah, drier, like, good signs are when like, it's like, how do I say this, like the sides look like they're like rolling under, like kind of like if that makes sense, because like it like rose up and now the sides are like tucked in almost. And like you saw, this one looks nothing like that right now, you know?
Yeah.
And this is that hours later. Like that's what just happened.
Okay, can we see that one more?
Yeah, show this one and like just see the difference. Yeah, it's like literally a Jell-O top.
But we don't want it to be more wet than this, right?
No, not when it's at this stage.
That's supposed to be more like.
I like watching them and seeing them slowly
I
roll
know,
through
me
the eyes.
too. Like the videos are like time lapse and you can like see like, especially even like the starter.
I like how it's waking up and seeing little tiny slowly
Yeah.
starting something.
It is, it really is. You're like, oh, you're really alive.
This one kind of starting bubbles and stuff, but that's just the start of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is how, yeah.
How it should like kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so you're like, yay, bubbly, you're 70 bubbles, ready to shake, okay? So this is what we will do. You can get, this is like a flour duster. You do all like this, you put flour on the table. Can everybody see? I actually saw a cool hack. If you like any like seasoning that you have and it's old, save it, wash it out, put flour in it, and now you have like the same as this, you know? And now you can do the same thing. So, yay, ready to shake, okay? Now I'm gonna dump her out. Now this could take 5 seconds, this could take 40 seconds. But you don't want to pull her out on your own. You want her to like detach herself on her own, okay? So you don't want to like just like, oh, let me get you out, you know? So I'm gonna turn her over. Like I said, I flour dusted the bottom, important. And now I'm going to turn her over, okay? And this, you just want to kind of like move around like that. Just let her start slowly detaching herself. Is she coming out?
Slowly.
She's making art.
No, sometimes like literally like it just takes time. It doesn't, and like there's no like, oh, she took 1 minute to come out, this is not good. It doesn't matter. So she's coming and watch this. This is actually so trippy. When she does like detach, it's like fast, yeah. And when you're working with like 6 loaves, it's heavy and like see.
So do you get the stuff that's in your bowl, or you just let it be?
So I do. Sometimes she will detach and there won't be one, like literally nothing in it, okay? I will, I mean for this right now, it's not like this, so it doesn't matter. But like remember how I said like, so this, I'm not gonna rinse this out the same. Even though my OCD and I hate a dirty house, I will set it on the counter until tomorrow. And it will literally get flaky like this, and it'll all just like flake off. Like you barely, like you'll just go like, and it'll just like scrub off so easy, and then you can trash it. So, she came out, right? And it will, like how all the bubbles on the bottom was, she will be like this when you dump out, okay? So this is called a pre-shake, okay? So all you do is just like, and sometimes, actually I want everybody to come feel this so you can feel what it feels like. Because you probably are thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so sticky or nothing. Like, it's really not, okay? This is just a pre-shake, and all you do is just kind of like, literally a pre-shake. Bring the corners together and just do it like this, and then you let it sit for 15 minutes, okay?
And then you do it again?
And then we do the final shake, yes. So everybody come here. Just so you can like feel it. Pretend I just dumped it out. Let's each do like one. So just like, just feel it. You don't even have to shake or anything, but I just want you to feel like what it feels like.
So the flour is kind of giving it a little shape.
And yeah.
So your hands should be dry.
Yeah, this time they're dry. You can even put some flour on your fingers so it doesn't stick at all. Yeah. So you can just feel like it's dough now. You can feel how light it is. You can feel the bubbles in it. You'll even hear the bubbles once you do the final shape, and they'll pop. And
Was it on the refrigerator?
no, no refrigerator yet.
And then you just got to stick it over and all.
The bowl. Oh, the dough.
Yeah.
Just its own. Yeah. No refrigerator. This was not in the fridge at all. So you can feel it, you know, like it's a pretty. Did you feel it?
Yes.
Okay.
It was set at 72,
So
but it was.
yeah. So we did our pre-shake, and now we're going to let that sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Pre-shake done. Because like we just don't have all the time in the world, we're gonna be like 15 minutes up. Okay. Okay. So we did our pre-shake. Walk away, you just leave it like that, and that's it. Let it sit there, and literally that's it, okay? Now you're like, yay, timer went off, okay? Time to do the final shake. So you're gonna get your duster again. This is really important. And you wanna know, I promise you, like, every loaf is gonna be different. Like, every dough is gonna be different. Sometimes it's stickier than this. Sometimes it's not sticky at all. Like, it's always different, and that's okay. They look different. They have different shapes. Sometimes it's
Every
just
loaf
like
is different.
the dough.
Yeah, like when you make ones get different ones, like when you make one a day or something, it's always different.
I mean, like, as far as like how they come out when they're cooking, how you like cut it, if you did two, if you did one, if you it just depends on just like, don't be like when you're doing your first loaf and be like, oh, it didn't feel like that, like crap, it's so raw, it's not, because like sometimes like it's just always different, like just to remember that, like even with me, every loaf is different. Okay, so timer went off. I'm going to dust it again. Okay, did it, cool, yay, that's it. I recommend getting one of these. Like I said, if you get any sourdough starter kit, it's gonna come with this, and this. And this is what we will use to stone the bread. Okay, so I recommend getting it. Actually, sometimes they'll come with a Banneton too, like they have different ones. So, and the silicone mat that you need to put it in the, which you could use portion kits too. We'll get there. Okay, so I dusted it. Second time to do the final shape. You're gonna take this, put it at the bottom, flip it over, okay? You flip it over. Now, this, I feel like it's a little tighter right now because I didn't let her like sit here and relax and get like looser. Typically when she does do her pre-shape, cause like we just did a lot to her. We dumped her out, she's like, what's going on? Like I'm all tied up and like she needs time to like relax. So this does feel not as like loose and stretchy, but come here, I want everybody to do this. So right now, let's get this into like a rectangular shape, okay? So you don't wanna like overdo this part, but you don't wanna like underdo it either. You just wanna get it to like a rectangle and pull here, here. Just get it into like a nice, good, like this, okay? So everyone just like kind of touch it and just bring it into like, yeah. And so the flour at the bottom, as you can see, like that we dusted it before we flip it over, it's not sticky. But sometimes it is more sticky than others, and sometimes like you can't even touch the top and it's way sticky and you can only like really get under and pull under, okay? So just remember, it's okay. If it is sticky, it's okay. If it's not, it's okay.
So you say it's supposed to be like kind of softer and it's kind of.
Yeah, it's very soft, very bubbly, very light.
Does it kind of, let's go back, when you let it sit, does it kind of rise up again a little bit?
No, not at this phase.
Okay.
It already did its poofing.
Gotcha.
It rose, it doubled, she's good.
And then you just kind of, you say shape it into like a rectangle and all?
Yeah, so right now we're like shaping it into, yeah, like a rectangle, piece of paper, like these next folds that we're gonna do, or shape, I mean.
Is there a specific size you're supposed to get it to?
No.
When you say rectangle, just
Yeah.
fill it out.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, so you got it into this stage, and now we're gonna fold it like a letter, okay? Literally, like a proper letter that goes here and here, okay? So I'm gonna take, fold it on top, like down the middle, like a letter, and then take this one and fold it on top like that. So now you got that, right? All I did was that fold, okay? Now, this is my favorite part. Now you're going to create the little loaf. So you folded that side, you folded this side. You're gonna start, I've seen people start like this way. I start this way and go that way. I'm gonna take this in, I'm going to tuck it under, okay? Look, and if everyone wants to come look, so you can see, you will see so many bubbles. You will actually hear the bubbles pop, okay? You'll feel them pop. So I'm going to take it, roll it, tuck it, and as I'm tucking it, I'm bringing the corner in, this corner in. Bringing it. Yeah, so I'm just like tucking it under. shaping on the side, tucking it under, shaping it on the side, tucking it under, making sure that like, that I'm not just like rolling it this way and now like all the sides are like blown out that way, you know what I mean? So you like do there and here and here. Yeah, you like roll it like into each other kind of, okay? And then now look, you got like the perfect little ball. You can roll it more into a ball. I like to use my little scraper thing, make sure all of it's like tucked in, and that's how you shape it. If you guys want to practice like using this, if you want to like to make it tighter, make it into a ball, feel free, go ahead before we do the next stage.
This is where you shape it.
Yeah, so this is final shape. After you do this, there's no more to do.
And then this is where you kind of throw into the oven.
Not yet.
That's
That's the
Patience.
Yeah.
Is the name of the game.
That's proof.
Yeah. So yeah, you just like form it into a little ball. Anyone else want to? Okay.
I'll watch it.
Okay, so now this is where your banneting comes in. Okay. I like to use bannetons. You can use any type of bowl really that you want, as long as you have like a cloth on it. You can use a kitchen towel. They make like really nice flour sack, like 100% cotton ones. I use a lot of those. But you want something like this, okay? Now it's important to say this was brand new. I'm gonna flour it so good, okay? So you take this and you flour it. This isn't a brand new one, but whatever, we're gonna overflour it, okay? I use the same flour to flour my banneton. However, you could use rice flour. It's like less absorbent, and this works just as good. I've never had an issue, I've never had a problem. I'm not gonna go out and buy rice flour just for this. Like, it's fine. You can just use this, okay? So I floured my banneton, my loaf is shaped, and I'm ready. Now this is important. Once she's shaped and ready like this, you tucked in the bottoms and she has her pretty little smooth top, you're gonna pick it up from the bottom and put the top bottom down, okay? So bottom down like this. And then you cover her up, and she's ready to sit in the fridge overnight, okay? So now, yay, one day of making your dough complete. However, you don't get to eat your loaf that day. So you put her in the fridge, okay? She's in the fridge. Now, we're gonna pretend, okay, it's morning time, yay, finally time to bake a loaf, okay? I made this one yesterday, put it in the fridge overnight. However, she has been out of the fridge since 12:30 when I left to come here, okay? Do not take her out of the fridge until you're ready to bake, okay? And you're not ready to bake until you preheat the oven with your Dutch oven. Wait a second. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that my Dutch oven has been in the oven preheating, and then it stays in there for 25 minutes after it preheats, okay? So you put it in there, start the oven to 475, and you wait 25 minutes past when it was ready to pull it out to use it, okay? It needs to get really hot. And when you take it out, like literally take it out like
25
so
minutes.
fast.
Say that one more time.
So preheat that, so put this in the oven, preheat it, shut it, preheat it for 475. Once it becomes to 475, set a timer for 25 minutes. At like minute 24 is when I go to the oven and pull out, I'm in the fridge, pull out my bread that's ready to be stoned. And then I do that part and then put her in the oven, okay? So this is in the oven right now, okay? We're waiting. She's in the oven. Timer just went off, 25 minutes, she's been in there. Yay, now time to bake. Yes?
When you put it in the oven, like, oh, you're gonna bake right now, you're gonna put it inside right now.
Yeah. So you put it in there completely empty. Let it get really freaking hot. I have this bread Dutch oven and then I have a regular Dutch oven. This is so crazy, but I promise you, my loaves in my regular Dutch oven come out better than the bread one. Don't know why, I don't know. I recommend just getting a regular Dutch oven, and it's like a multi-use. You can use it
because
for.
the walls are higher?
I really don't know what, because like supposedly this is the one made for bread, but my loaves in my regular Dutch oven rise way higher than this.
Are they the same brand?
Same brand, same cast iron.
Interesting.
This one's made for bread, the other one, I mean technically for bread, but other things too.
Yeah.
So I would spend the $40 and get the regular one. So then you can use it for roasts and other things, whatever. It's like you can use it not just for baking bread. So, in the oven, taking her out of the fridge, okay? I don't know what this is gonna look like right now, or even feel like, or if it's gonna be a different texture, because she's been out for 3 hours instead of 10 seconds. So, take it out. Oh, she looks pretty nice. Okay. So then you're going to dump it upside down like that. Because remember, we put her in upside down, so her top is on the bottom. And then, yay, she looks good. Okay. So, very loose. Okay, usually it's like way tighter than this because I think she's a little like warm right now. If you guys want to like kind of come feel it, you can. She's a little cold, but they're never usually this loose like this. It's a way tighter feeling.
Supposed to be higher.
Yeah, usually she's more solid. Yeah, more firm. Not as jiggly and loose like that. Yeah, yeah. Usually more. Yeah, just more. Yeah, curves. Yeah. I like them. I use them. The only time I use parchment paper is when I'm making my chocolate chip cookie or chocolate chip loaves, because the brown sugar and chocolate chip like gets on this, and then I have to like clean it to really pain in the butt. So I use, and it actually will like get in here and like cause a really big mess and very hard to scrape off. So I use these. Unless I'm doing that, then I'll use parchment paper. But honestly, parchment paper works just as good. Okay. Okay, so we took her out of the oven. She's ready to be scanned, and now we get our duster again. Okay. We're going to dust her. Nice and good. This is like when you cut it, and then like when you take them out, it looks so nice and cool. And then you just take it. Oh yeah, it's never this loose and jiggly. It's like usually way bigger. So you just kind of rub it all together. This extra flour on the side doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Do that, and then now you're gonna take your little tool and do whatever shape you want. This is like where the fun part is. If I'm being lazy, I'll just do one like cut down the middle and then like. Do you guys want to try to do this yourself? Do you guys want to watch me do it? What do you guys think? It's cute. Okay. So this is actually a loaf that it was one loaf and I cut into two. Okay. So usually the one loaf that
but I did.
like these will be like almost like filling this whole thing up. And I will do one nice, see like this is so crazy. Usually like when you come right through, it's like a nice solid surface to yeah, and it's like, I do one nice big one like that, and then on the bigger loaves I'll do like a little smaller one on the side right here, and then that's kind of when I'll do like,
Is it just like for design, or is it like to
well, okay, yeah. So you do need a cut to expand. You don't have to do any designs, anything fancy. For Easter I made a bunch of bunnies. They're really cute. You could do, this is all now like the fun part. Yeah.
The art part.
So she's done. We cut her open, we're ready. We pull this out of the oven, taking it out, and then place this inside. And then important, you spray with water. This is what makes like the crust so good. Like a nice thick crunchy crust. sometimes like I'll get carried away, I'll do it 10 times, sometimes I'll do it 4 times, sometimes I'll do it 6 times. There's really like no right or wrong. Just like, yeah, just spray, and then you put the lid on it, you put it in the oven for 25 minutes. Cool. 25 minutes comes up, you take off the lid, bump the timer down to 450. All this is written down too, so you won't forget. You bump it down to 450. So the first 25 minutes is the rising, and then the rest of the timer is like the crust, like cooking like more of the outside, I would say. And then for that, it kind of varies. Sometimes I would say the good time, 17 minutes. So after the 25, bump it down to 450, and I do 17 minutes on the last part. And gives a good, nice crunch, not too burnt on the bottom, and pretty close, okay? So, bear with me real fast. We just took her out of the oven, okay?
Magic.
The fastest bread making ever. Actually, could you actually get the small little plates in the back and the butter? Sage, do you have any like knives, like to spread butter, not to?
I do, yes.
Okay, so we took her out of the oven. Yay, she's ready. And this is how she came. So here's a loaf. I made this morning. Prepared it yesterday, obviously. Made it this morning, okay. We have a regular plain loaf. I made a chocolate chip loaf. Okay, so you can see the size difference. This is a regular size loaf, and then this one I cut into 2 to make this chocolate chip one, and to make this jalapeno cheddar one, okay? So, now we're gonna cut them open, and you guys can try them and see what your bread is gonna be like. Yeah. I don't think we have enough for everybody, but like, yeah, brought some butter if you want butter on it. And now the fun part, you get to cut it open and see. I'm gonna start. Yeah, this is a bread knife. I definitely recommend getting one. They're on Amazon. They're like super. They're not expensive. Like
So worth it.
So look here. Let me see. So nice. So delicious. Just gonna cut slices. Everybody can try how much as you want. Each one, everyone, whatever.
We get a sacrificial piece so we can feel the texture.
Yeah. Here, we can pass this around.
I didn't say that.
I definitely recommend getting the bread knife. I actually had a customer, and it was so crazy the day she picked up, and because honestly, when you do cut into it, when they're like fresh from the oven and they're super crunchy, it is pretty hard to cut through. And the bread knife works well. And I was like, "Did you get a bread knife yet?" And she's like, "No, I haven't." And I'm not kidding. Like 2 hours later, her husband sent me a picture. She was in the hospital getting stitches on done because she was like using a regular knife to cut into it.
There's some like the bread knife. There's different ones of the bread knife, right?
Yeah, I think in like different sizes you can get. I just ordered this one on Amazon. I really like it.
Yeah.
Okay, does everyone want like a piece of each one, or do you want plain? Chocolate chip?
Just does it feel a little like moist almost, right?
Oh yeah, it's so moist and little. Also important that if you typically you should wait 2 hours to cut into your loaf. If you don't plan on eating it all that day or the next day. When you cut into them when they're hot, they will get stale faster than usual. I also recommend storing it in the one. It's gonna go bad in like 5 to 6 days. You will start seeing mold. Okay, it's fresh. It's fresh bread. It's not gonna last like store-bought bread for a week, 2 weeks, nothing. It will mold fast. So you could store it in the fridge if you plan on eating it like the next day. If you're gonna wait even longer, put it in the freezer and just thaw it out. Cut it.
A lot of question about this bread knife. So I've seen like normal bread knives. What's the difference between a bread knife and a bread knife saw?
It's cool.
So like a bread knife, like
Timer went off.
oh okay, like a bread knife, like just a normal.
Like it's serrated, but it doesn't look like that type of saw.
I think like just like
Is there a
it's
difference?
easier to cut
Okay.
and like instead of just having like a knife, like and trying to go like because like the loaf's big and you're like okay
I
come
see.
here versus like this you can just like
Okay.
start slowing it down. I have become so bougie with eating my sourdough that I will make a loaf and then put it into like 2 like this individual so then I can bake one every day and have a fresh loaf every day. I don't even like day old sourdough anymore. I'm like it's not the same.
I mean, you can make a lot more from it, so just one loaf of sourdough, huh?
What'd you say?
Like you can still like have it for days, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. So here's the regular plain. How many do we need? 3? Do you guys want to try? Say, do you want to try?
I would love to try the chocolate one.
chip?
Yeah.
What about you? Plain?
I always have for jalapeno cheese in my house, but I've never tried a chocolate one.
So this is big, huh?
Is that just plain?
Yeah. I'll bring you a piece when I get to the chocolate chip. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes, I do know. The Vanessa thing, what is it? What is the difference? What's it made out of? What's the
I
difference
think-
between using that and like a normal bowl?
Possibly like bamboo, I think it's made out of. I don't even know, yeah. You can use a bowl. Like sometimes like I only have like 12 Benetton, so sometimes I need more loaves than that. And I need other things, and so I will just use my like flour sacks. Yeah, and you just put the
I was just wondering if this is a formal.
No, I don't think so. Nothing like that. I think just more of like the shape.
Oh, I see.
The shape, because I do notice. You have one?
No, thank you.
You don't want one? Okay. Okay. Now let's get into the chocolate chip. So the chocolate chip loaf, I put brown sugar, chocolate chip, and a tiny bit of cinnamon.
I have a question on that.
Yeah.
How do you care for that? How do you wash it and dry it? And...
So, honestly, I've never had any like problems with mold or funk or anything like that. Like as you can see, like this was one that sat in the fridge all night and had in there, and this is kind of how they come out. And I just put it, let it air dry, make sure like I don't stack them on top of each other. Just let them like.
Oh, you don't like rinse it and things?
No.
Oh.
I
okay.
don't. If there's extra flour, I'll like knock it out in the trash can like that. But no. There's only been a few that like flour got really hard on there, and actually when I make the ones with brown sugar in it, they're like sugar overnight, kind of like, and so then I'll wash those. But If there's nothing in it, plain everything, it's like this, and I just keep reusing it.
It gives
Do
the
you wash
taste.
it with it?
Do what?
The taste.
Good?
Yes, the good taste.
Do you wash it with like just regular like mild soap or?
Yeah, just like within my laundry.
Oh, in your laundry. Okay.
Yeah, like with towels. That's kind of how I've done the other ones. Do the chocolate chip one or what?
Oh, sure.
It's really good.
Ashley, you want chocolate chip?
After everybody's done.
How many more chocolate chips? Raise your hand.
Is there a measurement for how much chocolate into?
Measure with your heart.
Never
Yeah.
get
Until you eat yourself.
Yeah. And okay, so when you do add things into your dough, okay? So like this one, chocolate chips and brown sugar and cinnamon. So those things aren't necessarily wet, but hydration in wet stuff can cause not like as risen, okay? So for example, when I make this jalapeno loaf, when I make blueberry bagels, when I make cinnamon raisin bagels, especially for the dried blueberries and the raisins, you do have to let them sit in water for 10 minutes and then let them dry on a napkin for like an hour. Like when I make the jalapenos, I cut them and then pack them dry in a towel or like in a paper towel and then let them sit there for like an hour before I add them into my folds. And that's the thing. So when you chocolate chips, the one,
And then Parmesan.
and this one's great. And so when you are adding on add-ons, you add them on. Okay, so it's kind of, this is where it gets a little tricky and you just gotta know what ingredients you're working with. For example, the chocolate chips, you add them in fold number 4. Because if I add them in fold number 3, fold number 2, they will start to like kind of melt and not be like full chocolate chips, which isn't like the worst thing in the world either, but yeah. And so, but when it comes to the jalapeno cheddar, I add the cheese and the peppers in fold number 2 and fold number 3. And then fold number 4, nothing, you just fold it and then chocolate chip.
Just won't bring my Costco.
Yeah. Everybody got chocolate chip?
So can you just add like any kind of old stuff, extra stuff like strawberry or anything?
Yeah, I think you can really add like anything. I've even seen people online like instead of using water, they use like tomato sauce, and then they put like pepperonis and mozzarella in it, and they like yeah. Like who wants to try the jalapeno cheddar?
Oh, you can get really creative.
So creative.
Water.
Yeah. I've seen actually so crazy. I saw somebody make a In-N-Out sourdough loaf.
Really?
I know that sounds sick. They even put fries.
That might be a little small.
But you can just experiment and have fun, and then like, oh, that didn't work. Okay, not gonna try that again. And like the cool thing about sourdough too is the ingredients are not that expensive. It's the time.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of time.
But they started to make those and everything.
Oh, and it's better for you, like I said. Jalapeno.
The jalapeno too is my personal favorite. That's the one I have in my house.
More jalapeno?
This is like a dessert and all, huh?
Yeah, I know. And if you put like
Crazy
butter,
tasty.
honey, cream cheese, like strawberry, cinnamon.
But I could have used like this big, pop it
You
in
don't
my
want to try
toaster,
any
and
bread?
just like smother it with butter and salt.
Maybe. What
So
flavor?
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like fresh off of the.
Fresh out of it, yeah.
Definitely, that's it.
And I'll get them like,
You
she'll bring
want
them to
one
me here when they're
finish
still warm.
jalapeno?
Like she just took them out of the
Right.
so good.
there's different ways of making it.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah,
But
everybody.
we'll
I
make it so you can never
totally
buy bread in the store ever again.
think you should try them
Just
all.
be prepared. It will never be the same.
I like food in general.
Me too. Me too.
This like gives you a lot of creativity of making all kinds of.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was saying. It's like a she doesn't know how to
Anybody
roast
want
it.
any more bread?
Yeah, she's not like dousing the jalapenos.
Say, do you want a jalapeno one?
I do, yeah.
Pepper spicy.
Yeah.
Can I use my plate?
Once you get this started, I think the hard part is getting it started first.
Yeah.
Water me, that's so
Like, once after
Yeah,
so like once you get the first started, you kind of go after that.
Yeah. I love bread, and I love sourdough bread, so I don't know what my problem is. I'm just not in the mood.
tea.
Okay, there's a little left. Does anybody have any questions? I know this seems like probably a lot of info to take in, but.
Lot of good info.
Thank you.
What do you think is the hardest part to kind of always does how to get down the waiting part?
Yeah. The waiting and then like getting frustrated with your starter until it becomes active.
That's a part where you have to kind of.
Yeah, you just need to be patient and like seriously, as long as there's no mold, keep going. Like that's it, keep going. It might take 17 days, it might take 9, it might take, like there's really no time limit on when she's gonna become active. But just keep going.
I have a question. So a coworker gave me some of his starter dough, and then yesterday I made one,
Okay.
and it was pretty. So I think I know where my mistake was, but when I cut into it, it was baked. There was huge holes in it. What did I
Okay,
do
how
wrong?
long did you let it sit on the counter before you did a shake?
I know I didn't let it sit for 4 to 6 hours, that's for sure.
Okay.
So can
Probably-
you that's what it was?
Yeah,
And
probably.
it felt like my dough when I was like doing the stretch folds was really wet.
Okay. Do you know how much starter, how much water, and how much flour you use?
The picture of the recipe.
Yeah, let me see.
With this one, but I think maybe part of my mistake was, I only just.
No. Well, that seems a little low.
Will you do all
for-
the work to
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, just that ratio is a little different. That's 30 more grams of water than I use, so maybe that's why it's a little more wet. The hydration was different. Same amount of flour, what I use, but I only use all-purpose flour. That's it. And I use. So.
Yeah.
Outside
Right now our fish is like.
Yeah, 500 grams of flour, 350 of water, and 100 starter. Try that and see. And see if it makes a difference.
Yeah,
I don't like responsibilities.
I'll do that.
And I already have.
Yeah, I mean, it was like edible,
Yeah.
but I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just get it all done.
Yeah, try that, see, and let us know.
Yeah.
Like, before we did a shake, was it
Which
really
was
wet?
Really
slow.
wet. That's
Okay.
what it felt like, it was just wet the whole time.
Okay, yeah, try this recipe and see,
I know,
see how it
I'm
does.
happy you did.
What's your favorite kind of
Once the ball rolled into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm stuck on bagels right now, the sourdough bagels. They're so good. They
It's like
totally.
plain sourdough or?
Oh yeah. They totally, yeah, the plain ones are my favorite. They take like 3 times the amount of work of like a bread, but I love them. It's so worth it, yeah.
What are all the things that you can make with sourdough? Can you make like cookies, cinnamon rolls, like how stuff can you do?
So like my menu right now, what I make, bread, bagels, cinnamon rolls, cookies. But like truly you can make like anything. Like I've made tortillas, I've made Cheez-Its, I've made, oh yeah, I made these really delicious oatmeal cream pie cookies one time. So good. Like
When you're
literally
doing the cookies,
best.
how do you do it? Do you like have the whole starter like the situation dough, or is it just like the flour that you're using?
So you add the starter with like your cookie recipe.
Oh, okay. So I had a client ask me the other day, cause I told her about the event, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause I said cookies, and she was like, really? And then she asked me a bunch of questions, and I was like, I might have just made that up. I'm like, actually, no, I don't know.
Okay, and I do want to show you guys this too. So, the name of my business, The Fantastic, which has kind of turned into Fantastic Homestead, it started with my skincare line of Fantastic Skin, which I make skincare products out of tallow, which is beef fat. And yes, I make candles too with the tallow. I did bring some of my face moisturizer that I do make that is so good. Such clean ingredients, comes in a glass jar. It's only 4 ingredients, which is tallow, rendered beef fat, to like rendered so completely, there's no smell, you're not gonna smell like fat, nothing. And then it has some carrier oils of jojoba, frankincense, and a little bit of vitamin E. I'll pass this one around, you guys can try it. I sell these jars for $12, and it's so good. I wear this every single day, like I swear on my product. I've actually saved so many babies with this, like healed so many with so many skin conditions. And that's originally why I started, is I have very, very sensitive skin, bad eczema. And now I'm like obsessed. It's been years, and it's the only thing I put on my face. I'm not kidding. I'm literally not kidding. You guys can try it. You can feel the texture, the consistency of it. You feel how light it is, how it's not. I mean, I have it on now. Does my face look oily or gross? You know what I mean? Like, all I use.
It's a little bit go a long way.
Yes. Like that one jar lasts like what, 1 month?
Yeah, I'm a walking testament. I stopped
Can
using
we-
all my products too and just
Yeah,
use
use
that.
it. Yeah. Try it on.
Tallow has
It
a
has-
natural SPF in it. So
Yeah, natural SPF. It like literally helps acne, any kind of skin condition that you have, any
it won't make you break out. That's
no,
the
it's
thing.
non-comedogenic. It's not gonna make you break out. It
Very natural.
yeah, I mean just alone has just so many healing properties with just like the tallow. And I know you could probably be like, ew, beef fat, that's crazy, but like literally it's not.
Only
It's not
eat meat and I use it.
Yeah. She literally was pescatarian when she started using my products. But yeah, with that I make candles, I make body butter. I'm in the making of a antifungal and stretch mark prevention cream.
Oh no, I've got lots of them.
So good. It's so light. It's not heavy. It's so
Well, goes a long way.
yeah, so good.
It smells nice too.
Yeah, it's not. There's really like no smell.
Yeah, no strong scent.
So yeah, have these on Etsy's. I mean, on my Etsy shop. Fill up locally. You don't have to buy through there. We can just meet up or something like that. Not pay any taxes or shipping fees, anything. So yeah, so that's where Fantastic came from. And now like, cause now I feel like my sourdough business has taken over, and that's like my main thing now. But my LLC is already fantastic, so like there's nothing I can do. So it kind of doesn't like the fat with the beef fat makes sense, but now with the sourdough it kind of doesn't really go. But we're going with it. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
That's where you
Yeah,
can
fat dough.
start making the whole
We're gonna make a big old fat dough.
how you want to spread on.
True.
Wow,
True.
good idea.
It's like those emails we all made when we were kids that we still have and are embarrassed to say out loud.
I got that too.
I have one.
You've had it for so long.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
know
gonna
about that. I'll like say the words that I'll like spell it out instead of saying the word, and then they'll repeat it back to me. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I hope you enjoyed my very first sourdough class. Thank you.
The bread
I had
is
a
really
great
good.
time. Yes.
I'm gonna give you guys as well. So
I live in
this is
Lahara,
also where our beauty
so
studio as
yeah,
well. So I
so
this is like, I don't know, but we also look into like the home movement and beauty too, so we have, permanent healers, I'm a waxer, we have nail techs, a massage therapist.
Sounds like all.
Yeah.
Get sipping on with
So many fun stuff, honestly, it's like one-stop shop.
Keychain.
Yeah,
I love
it's a
that.
blast.
Check it out.
Buy the big stuff. So how do I do that?
We're fairly new in the location, so we kind of just like, yeah, this is technically only like our second month. Yeah, which is working. You're welcome. And if you guys give us a follow on Instagram as well, we're gonna be like